And I hope you know that look in my eye.
From suburban Detroit, we proudly bring you the Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hills. The Detroit Pistons come into this one following a loss, guys, to Denver. That one was real close, too. They lost by just 2 points.
And that result was no surprise, Clark, because they played very loose with the ball that night.
Yeah, they were carefree. Footloose and fancy-free with the ball doesn't get it done. And how often do we see it, Steve? The team that loses the turnover battle loses the game.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Curry and Thompson, the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Maurice Spates out there with David Lee, and it's Baller in at the 3. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Stephen Curry. That's his first personal foul.
And he's good on the second. And here's Golden State. It's a 3-point game. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
And the Warriors with possession here. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Kicks to Curry. Fires the 3, and it's good. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Here's Jennings. 11 points last game. Passes to Meeks. Here's the 3. Goes back up. Spates sets a screen. Ball defended by Drummond. Shot clock at 6. From beyond the arc, another three for Golden State. Jennings with the ball. Right now averaging 15 points a game. Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who is able to talk with Byron Scott.
He said one of the key points for them defensively will be limiting the production of David Lee, adding he's a guy who can score inside and out, plays with great energy, and his passing really opens up their whole offense. We've got to keep him off the glass and always see ball and man when he's got it. Basketball 101, Kevin. We'll see if they can execute.
And as always, Doris, thank you. And the pass to Ball. The feed to Lee. Makes it off the glass. Lee's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. Smith the pass to Jennings. Back to Smith. Outside Jennings. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the right block. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. And here they go. Here's Smith. And so he draws the foul on the shot for his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Well, not the best statistic for him. I mean, his performance at the line of...
Okay, fellas, today's points of emphasis focus is going to be on 2 things, running in transition and the pick and roll offense. Let's get started. Now we have a team that is quick and athletic. There will be times when coach will want us to pick up the pace and get out on the fast break to try and get some easy transition baskets. This is especially true when we go up against a team who isn't very quick or doesn't play good transition D. And we want to be able to exploit that. So to that end, I've put together a couple of plays showing how we should try to get out and run in transition. The pick and roll. This is a basketball fundamental that the coach will definitely want us to emphasize. Running pick and rolls is easily one of the most effective offensive strategies there is. It's one of the most basic ways to cause confusion and mismatches for the defense. With all the skilled players we have on this team, coach is probably going to call for this often. If the defense goes under the screen, that gives the ball handler an open perimeter shot. If he goes over the screen, that gives him a driving lane to the basket, and that forces another defender to commit. And that leaves somebody open. So maybe the defense switches on the pick and roll. Then we should have a mismatch somewhere. And remember, the screener has the option to pick and pop, roll or slip. So the ball handler should be looking to see if the screener gets open for a shot. All right, let's watch a couple of pick and rolls being run successfully. That should have you guys fully up to speed on what to do when coach calls for any of these points of emphasis. Let's head out, and we'll be back at it tomorrow for practice.
No doubt. We good, Coach.
Wait till you're announced.
Okay, listen up. I've got another 2 points of emphasis to look at with you. Today it's going to be running a patient offense and crashing the defensive glass. Here we go. When it's late in the game and we have the lead, coach may decide to run what he likes to call a patient offense. This is usually done to slow down the tempo of the game and limit the opposing team's possessions. Fewer possessions means fewer shots and less of a chance for them to come back. We want to try and use as much of the shot clock as possible without sacrificing quality shots. With that in mind, let's take a look at some film showing some examples of running a patient offense. So, next point of emphasis is crashing the defensive glass. This may seem like a simple thing to do, but the fact is not a lot of teams do it well. Getting the defensive rebound is a big key to winning games. You keep teams from getting second chance points, and it allows us to get out in transition. One of the most important parts of the game of basketball is owning the defensive glass. There's just no way around it. So let's look at a couple of plays focusing on defensive rebounding. There's some really solid... Okay, I think we're good here. I have complete faith that you all will be ready to execute when coach calls for either of these points of emphasis next game. We'll catch up more tomorrow at practice.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah. Wanted to let you know I've noticed what you've been doing this season. Working hard, learning quickly, playing well. In fact, a lot of people have noticed your game.
I'm just trying to do my part.
The big stage hasn't bothered you at all. That's good. Because the stage is about to get a lot bigger.
What do you mean?
All-Star Weekend's coming up, and you're going to be a part of it. Congrats. You deserve it.
That's great, Coach, but I expected nothing less from myself. I belong in this league. I know that, and this is not the last time I'm going to be rolling with the All-Stars.
Welcome, everyone. This is All-Star action, folks. Kevin Harlan happy to be here with Clark Kellogg. And so here's Parker now. He'll have 60 seconds to try and make his way through 5 racks. Each one containing, he tallies 18 points. Guys, hard to find any fault with that display.
He lit it up big time. That was some silky smooth shooting all the way through.
Yeah, his stroke looked great. He went along at a perfect pace. Pretty much.
So it's Baller ready to go.
Fellas, 25 shots in 60 seconds, that's a lot. One of the hard things, I'm sure, is staying focused all the way through that 25th shot.
Yeah, and in your head, Clark, you start counting the seconds and you think, oh man, I'm not going to finish the round. And then you start rushing things. So it really is a balance between being quick but also being focused and allowing yourself to take the shot.
He's got 10.
Off to a terrific start.
That's 13. Good for second.
Ooh, starting to get a rhythm here.
Can't get the money ball. He's got 16. Make it 17. It's all tied. And that puts him in first place.
Well, he's starting to get it going.
He's hot now, his 7th consecutive basket. He's at 25. A grand total of 25 points for the round. Wow, that was something else, guys. We don't see too many performances like that.
Well, he definitely showed us a little something there because, you know, he's not an elite shooter, but that's an elite.
So it's Russell Westbrook ready to go. And he needs at least 13. 9 points is what he finishes with. There was just something off about him in that round.
Well, the start was terrible, Kevin. That's what did it. I mean, he had a lot of trouble with that first rack in the corner.
So it'll be Danny Green here. He knows exactly what score will get him. Baller's got one of the best scores in round 1, a serious contender.
And just amazing scores up to this point.
And so here's Parker now. He's got to improve on his score from the last round if he wants to have a shot to win it.
You can be sure of this.
And 13 is the final score. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys.
I thought he had his stroke working pretty well for him. I mean, what do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, solid shooting. You looked very confident. You know, it never became one of those.
So it's Baller ready to go. Here we go. This is it. He led all qualifiers. Now, can he emerge victorious in the finals?
You know, in the 4 times you played in the three-point shootout, Steve, you made it through the first round 3 times. Physically, would you start to wear out or wear down a little bit in the later stages?
I did, Clark, a little bit. I was a jump shooter and not an overly strong guy. So I thought the bigger, stronger guys like Larry Bird, maybe guys who shot set shots, I thought they held up a little bit more. Dirk Nowitzki comes to mind as well.
That's 2 good racks for him back-to-back.
11 straight. He's raining them down. This is getting ridiculous. That's 13 straight. This is unreal. Does he ever miss? 4 points more to win. 1 rack left. Oh, this is beyond belief. What a streak.
And a great finish here. Boy, he's heating up, guys.
Perfection. He gets all 30 points. What an unbelievable round. Right away you could tell it was going to be special.
It got out of control for a while there. I mean, I don't know that I've ever seen anything like it. Just one shot after another, just continuing to fall. He was in an unbelievable group.
And so that will do it. What a tremendous performance. And of all the great talent assembled here today, a great achievement indeed to take home the 3-point contest championship trophy.
Such terrific sharpshooting on display. You never know who's going to take the crown.
And the crowd here loving it too. And tell you what, we've got some pretty good seats here, guys. I feel like I relived it all over again.
And the drama, the excitement, this year's 3-point contest had it all. And it was our pleasure to bring it to you. For myself, Kevin Harlan, and my partners, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Thank you, everyone, and good night. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. Next to me in the booth are Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg.
Time to get going, guys. Today we're going to look at two more points of emphasis: crashing the offensive glass and shooting at will. Let's get to it. Now, I've said this before, but this team is full of guys who are really good at hitting the offensive glass. Coach thinks it's a real strength of ours, especially when we go up against a team that's not particularly strong at rebounding the ball. Offensive boards gives us multiple opportunities to score on a single possession. So when Coach tells us to crash the offensive glass, we need to make sure we do it. That said, let's take a look at a couple of replays that should help everyone understand what we're expecting you to do. Let's take a look at this replay. The next point of emphasis Coach wanted me to go over is shooting at will. Now, that doesn't mean jack up half-court shots as soon as you get the ball. It does mean if you get a solid open look in a spot on the floor where you are capable of scoring from, don't hesitate to put it up. Coach knows we have a team with a bunch of capable scorers, and he's going to want us to take advantage of that. So don't hesitate. Trust yourself and take the shot. So when Coach calls for us to shoot at will, if you got a good shot, take it. Now let me show you guys a couple of plays that demonstrate what shoot at will looks like. On this play, okay, that's going to do it for today. There's no excuse not to know what's expected of you when Coach calls for either of these points of emphasis in a game. See you at practice.
You got it, Coach.